shuts down once Olympic qualification is secured as we prepare for our final bout of session number 19. It's between boxers from Poland and the Dominican Republic. So here comes 23-year-old Mateusz Bereźnicki. Lives and trains in the UK. The Gosport Boxing Club. Comes to the ring as a 2023 Polish under-23 national champion. He took the senior title the year before that at 92 kilograms. His opponent is 23-year-old Daniel Guzman from San Pedro de Macorís in the Dominican Republic. Two towering figures, right around 1.96 meters for Guzman, 1.98 meters for Bereźnicki, as we see the 5 scoring judges who will preside over this one. Mr. Mansour Muradinov of Tajikistan is the referee. And the route of progression for Guzman has been very impressive indeed. 10-time national champion of Switzerland, Uk Smoiler, bested in his first contest. It was a unanimous decision win last time out. Bereźnicki getting his tournament underway in the round of 64. And it's been unanimous point decision victories all the way for the Polish boxer. Well, what a contest we have in store here, because both of these men stand around 6 feet 6 inches tall at the 92 kilogram weight class, and it must be something of a rarity to be staring directly into the eye of their opponent rather than looking down. And as the bell sounds to begin round number 1, Bereźnicki helping himself to repeated success behind that left jab. Guzman looking to respond in the same vein. And these are two mobile, athletic heavyweights who possess fantastic speed and timing. This one promises to be a fascinating affair. Guzman not too far away with the right cross. There's a rapier-like left jab, snaked out by Bereźnicki.
Good jab there by Bereźnicki in red.
So both boxers possessing similar skill sets. Right hand to the body driven in from Guzman. It was a cross. And we posed the question earlier on in the tournament, because in his contest against the man from the Kenyan hit squad, Bereźnicki just did appear to be fading a little bit at the second round. There he snakes out a left jab, because again, for both of these boxers, at 1.98 meters for Bereźnicki and 1.95 meters for Guzman, those are big frames to be dragging around, and you can see how lithely they're moving around the boxing ring. Will they be able to maintain it at this type of clip deep into the second round and beyond if necessary? Bereźnicki pushing his man backwards, looking to work him over while he got to the corner. Referee from Tajikistan. Oh, that's a cracking right-hand lead. Not set up by a left jab, but just running Guzman onto the punch to double up the impact. Wonderful portion of the round for Bereźnicki, who then built on it by scoring a left jab. Then there's an exchange of jabs. Guzman retreating to center ring. There's a flashing left-right success of his own, and another left jab from Guzman. The more eye-catching shot of that trade-off. Drops down with a left jab to the body and remaining over that front foot in search of his own lead left hand.
Really good combinations from both fighters there. Guzman just getting caught there on the ropes.
But this is where Guzman has demonstrated that he's comfortable, often retreats to the ropes of his own volition and content to bob and weave and sway back over the strands. Now he's in the space of center ring as the two men reaching for left jabs but couldn't find the mark. Bereźnicki with his back near the ropes looking to counter. Hook successes while spinning off to center ring counterclockwise. Lovely left jab once again from Bereźnicki. Is Guzman aware of that? Going in pursuit of his get back. Nice defense by turning the shoulders and the waist from Bereźnicki to reduce the size of the target of his body, and then ending with a straight shot success once again. Guzman inaccurate. Another left jab fed in Guzman's direction from Bereźnicki, and another one. Using that lead left hand very effectively indeed through this portion of the round is Bereźnicki. Left jab in response from Guzman, but Bereźnicki using that lead left wonderfully in the closing stages of this opening round. And I think that it is enough for Bereźnicki to take that first round, a round where both men enjoyed success, but a strong start and strong conclusion for Bereźnicki, principally behind his left jab. Here come the scores, and Bereźnicki taking it on a 4-1 split. Judge number 4 preferring the work of Daniel Guzman.
Really good work from Bereźnicki there, whether he was going backwards or forwards. Just using his jab, you just see him pop out the 1-2 there. Beautiful jab, just catching his man, Guzman, off guard. You just see again there, the jab of Bereźnicki. Guzman's going to have to go through the gears now. As you can see, his coach is telling him there. He really needs to step it up.
That nick beneath the right eye of Bereźnicki, not leaking. The corner doing a good job to ensure that it remains intact. So we go into the second round then. The first round was a wonderful exhibition of shot selection. Good right hand landed by Guzman, following by a left jab. He conceded the first round on a 4-1 split. Judge number 4 preferring his work, and that is why it's come out at an altogether higher tempo. Left hand catches Bereźnicki. He comes back with the same shot at center ring. So a brisk start to the second round by Guzman. Bereźnicki getting back on his toes and snaking out a left jab while moving clockwise. Leaping left hook is countered by a right hand. Now it was straight into rabbit punch territory, and that is why our referee from Tajikistan just speaking to Bereźnicki about that. But again, it was a result of good movement which left Guzman with his back to Bereźnicki. Good left jab from Bereźnicki to push Guzman backwards with the final shot of his combination. Good left hand slung into the body from Bereźnicki. Dipping to his left, turning that left uppercut into the solar plexus of the man from the Dominican Republic. Guzman, to his credit, remaining in pursuit of his man, but Bereźnicki keeping the movement going beautifully, able to spin off the line repeatedly and get himself from seemingly confined positions into the space of the ring. There's another left jab, casually popped out by Bereźnicki, followed by a right cross, which catches Guzman as he advances, and the man had to stagger forwards and grab the top rope to keep his balance. Wonderful shot from Bereźnicki, who gets back to work behind the lead left hand once again.
Beautiful work from Bereźnicki there. Just the jab has been the key for me in this one.
Again, Bereźnicki flowing beautifully here now, and Guzman, three-shot combination, left, right, left, and the final left hand came through like a piston. It jolted the head back of Guzman, and the referee on the spot to issue a standing 8 count. So Bereźnicki using Guzman's aggression against him, and I think Guzman, his feet just slowing a little bit here now. You cannot fault the man's desire, but the amount that he's been touched up by these jabs, often as he's coming forward to double up the impact, well, that has drained his energy levels, and his feet have just slowed. While Bereźnicki continuing to glide beautifully around the boxing ring, content for his back to touch the strands. First and third boxing from from Bereźnicki, as he catapulted himself off the ropes before taking Guzman across the ring. So again, Guzman has slowed markedly for my money. Again, you cannot fault the man's desire, but he's being picked off repeatedly by the accurate punches of Bereźnicki, who has kept his discipline, not loading up and getting greedy by holding his feet on the canvas. Instead, it has been sticking and moving, and now he's in bout management mode with just making his way to his own red corner early, so he didn't have too far to walk at the sound of the bell. Second round concluded, and surely that is unanimously going to be scored in favor of Bereźnicki, and that left-right left combination brought about a standing count against Guzman. It is indeed a clean sweep of the cards in that second round, favouring Mateusz Bereźnicki.
Really good work from Bereźnicki there. The jab, he's just popping out the jab. You just see it. You just see the jab there. And the hook, right hand. Beautiful work from Bereźnicki. But the jab has been the key to setting up everything. You just see Guzman getting an 8 count there. But it's just keeping his man Guzman off guard and not being able to set his feet properly to land his own shots. Guzman up off the stool, ready for the last round.
So into the third and final round then of a contest where Mateusz Bereźnicki has boxed beautifully over the first 6 minutes. There's two tall 92-kilogram boxers in pursuit of one of the four Olympic quota places up for grabs in this division. Bereźnicki's lead left hand has been masterful. Guzman edged in the first on a 4-1 split. Bereźnicki taking the second round unanimously, principally behind that shot there. Guzman with a left jab success of his own and another left hand. Bereźnicki, whether he elects to keep the movement going or stay within range, is going to have to keep his concentration here now, because Guzman, participant in the Pan Am Games in his first attempt to qualify for the Olympics last autumn. There's a right hand over the top, but Bereźnicki finding himself in the corner. Wonderful radar to avoid the incoming fire from Guzman before turning the tables and pinning Bereźnicki in his own corner. And again, Bereźnicki content to disengage upon his toes, and the onus is on Guzman to close that gap and find the finishing shot that he needed. He wasn't too far away with that right hand, so Bereźnicki is going to have to keep his concentration, can see that he's got a relaxed guard, so there are opportunities if Guzman can get there, but his reflexes and his early warning system have served him very well indeed. There's good defense with the right glove from Bereźnicki, as though he's answering an old school telephone, got it up by his ear to ward off the incoming left from Guzman. Bereźnicki won't want to pick up a warning as he lands with a good left right, but he won't want to pick up a warning which would again alter the complexion of the scorecards.
Guzman doing a lot better in this round. He's working harder, trying to get his shots off, but a lot of them are swinging and missing.
Nice left jab again. It's so disruptive from Bereźnicki there. Guzman comes back with a left jab of his own, but Bereźnicki doing a good job keeping the movement going. There he takes a couple of punches to the body before Guzman switches his attack upstairs. Good left hook to the body, slung in by Bereźnicki. Good right uppercut and left hook from Guzman. His best success of the round, but how about that for a left hook response from Bereźnicki, showing his competitive mettle, because he was shaken up by that shot, took it well and fired straight back with that body shot against Guzman. But Guzman keeping the attack going, right uppercuts through the middle of Bereźnicki's guard. Bereźnicki, his feet have slowed now, unsurprisingly, given the amount of mileage he's clocked up on his odometer while circumnavigating the boxing ring with the fleet-footed movement he's been able to demonstrate. Their good defensive responsibility demonstrated once again before clinging his man tightly, forcing the intervention of the referee. And Bereźnicki has timed this to perfection. Flashing left hand from him, right hand on the belt from Guzman. But I think both boxers know which way this announcement is going to go. Daniel Guzman never stopped going in search of the inside the distance finish that he needed, but Mateusz Bereźnicki set his stall out with wonderful boxing in the first and second round. The second round, his left jab was a thing of beauty, and Guzman, well, again, the body language so instructive. But the man's competitive spirit deserves admiration, because he never stopped believing, never stopped going in search of the finishing salvo. But Mateusz Bereźnicki able to box his way to the Olympic Games after setting up the foundation in the first two rounds. Here's the verdict.
The winner by unanimous decision in the red corner.
So Mateusz Bereźnicki has booked his ticket through to the Paris Olympic Games next month. He secured their 5th Olympic quota with a beautiful display of sticking and moving, ring craft and shot selection during the course of 3 3-minute rounds. Daniel Guzman played his part in what was a magnificent affair between two very tall 92-kilogram boxers. But it is Daniel Guzman, the European Games bronze medalist, who at the third and final attempt to qualify has finally secured his precious Olympic quota place, and we will see him in the Paris Olympic Games in July. That is how he did it. A very good performance indeed. And Mateusz Bereźnicki, to the delight of his teammates and compatriots, will be one of 5 boxers going through to the Paris Olympic Games thus far.
Really good boxing there from Bereźnicki to keep his man at bay. The jab was working beautifully for him. Just popping it out. Then the right hand had come over the top.